So remember, if I already have their arm across, it's going to be hard for them to get it out here, which is ideal for them, right? So this is especially happens when they're in a tight lock, is like we just did. They bring their elbow across, right? We adjust, and then we attack the bent arm lock. The other way they can stop you is to bring the arm to the outside of your hip. Because again, this prevents you from being able to get your hip outside of his elbow. So one thing real quick, if the person does this, if you have long enough legs to do it, and you can lock a full triangle with their arm in that position, sometimes this can be even worse than a regular triangle. So I'm gonna lock a full grip with my legs, 2 hands to the head. I'm just gonna basically like crank his head down and push my hips up. It's really tight, but not everybody can do it. If you have shorter legs or your partner's really big, it can be hard to get a full lock. And I wouldn't want to try it with like a half a lock like that. I would only try this if I have like a really tight lock with my legs. I can get a tight choke. But like I said, if you don't have really long legs, it's going to be tough. So when the arm goes the outside like this, this puts my hips at a really bad angle, right? So I'm going to lock the triangle up the wrong way. So instead of locking my feet on the outside here, I'm going to grab my shin. I'm going to lock the triangle the wrong way. This isn't going to give you a good choke, but it gives you a good way to attack his arm, right? So once I lock this, I'm going to twist my hips to the left, scoop under his arm, load it up on my shoulder. And then from here, I can start to attack the straight arm bar, right? Sometimes you might have a tough time getting this, but what I did was I brought his arm off of my hip so I can start to come back. And a lot of times if he feels pressure like this, he'll want to turn his thumb to the ceiling and square up and go back to the regular triangle, right? So your feet crossed, person wraps their arm around your hip, angle yourself the wrong way, grab your shin, pull it as high as you can on their back, and lock a full triangle the wrong way, right? And then give a twist like that. That should expose their arm. Once you have this, you have a lot of different, you can put a Kimura on here. You have a lot of stuff you can do to their arm, right? But I'm going to scoop under. The way you want to do it is just put your hand like you're putting your hand in your back pocket, slide it under their wrist, go to the elbow, bring it to your neck, keep your head pinched. You can try the straight arm bar here. You could even unlock your legs and move into a little bit tighter position. But normally once you're here, the person will start to lift their head up and turn back to face you, and they put themselves in a position for a tight triangle, or they lift their head up into the arm bar, right? So again, the person wraps your hip. What they'll usually do is pull my hips that way. He'll pull your hips in that direction, right? Grab your shin, bring it up as tight as you can, and then twist back. So I'm going to go hips up and twist my knees out. Hand goes to the back pocket, scoop under it, load the arm up to your neck. You can attack the arm bar here, or you can use it to square them back up into the regular triangle or the arm bar. All right? 1, 2, 3.